Sorry to tease you with the music, but I just like to do that when I start off a new stream. For me, for my recording purposes. So here we go.
Yo.
Hello, Jesse. How are you? Or is it not Jesse?
No, it's Jesse. Sorry, I had you muted there for a second.
Cool. How do you do?
But anyway. All right, what?
I said, how do you do, sir?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Fantastic. So,
excellent.
We're gonna have a little coach-a-roo-hi here, huh?
Yes, we are.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, you've watched the stream. I've seen you in the chat. You know the drill. Intros.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself, RTS background, the level you're playing at, and what you want to work on today.
Well, let's see. I've played RTS since Warcraft 2, I guess. Never really played competitively or anything in StarCraft or anything like that. I was really big into Warcraft 3 for a while. Then this game came out and just been playing it. I'm currently High Diamond, bouncing around between High Diamond Master. I play Master people, and I win sometimes and lose sometimes. But I guess my goal, short-term goal anyway, is to finally get bumped up into Master.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much my strongest matchup is ZvP without a doubt. I win, I'd say, like a good 70% of those games. ZvZ is up in the air, kind of pretty much 50%. But ZvT is absolutely abysmal. Like I used back in the day, did the Infestor thing that one guy showed you. I can't remember his name.
LZ?
Yeah, that's it. And I went back to trying doing that, and it works for the most part, I guess, but there's always these pushes around 8 or so minutes that just destroy me, because that's right about the time I seem like I only have maybe 2 or 3 Infestors out, and they have enough mana to maybe cast 1 fungal each, but it's not enough to kill everything if they're pushing with a lot of Hellions and Marauders or whatever it is they chose. So a lot of times that timing can really hurt for that that build. I pretty much also stick mainly only to Link Speed build as far as an opener goes, because I absolutely hate 15 hatch. I don't know why, but it just does not work for me. I can never get it to work. So maybe seeing how I would like to use it more, because I know it's fairly effective, but for some reason I can just never. I have an issue with the bunker rushes and the cannon rushes and all that stuff.
Okay. Just looking at my friends list right now to see who I have available to play with us. You're pretty high-level Zerg, and Terran practice partners can be kind of hard to come by sometimes. But while I'm doing that, we can talk a little bit about just what you were saying, 8-minute timing pushes and things like that. Stuff like that is going to be difficult no matter what build you're using. And Marauder Hellion in particular is very, very powerful, kind of, dare I say, cheesy, early game, like early aggression type build that's, you know, it's tough to deal with. It's tough to deal with at all levels. We see the best pros in the world lose to it sometimes. And I can't, there's not some magic build order I can give you that's going to be like, oh, Marauder Hellion's no problem anymore.
Right, I don't expect there to be, but I figured, you know, I always notice little things where all of a sudden, you know, like 10 minutes in, I look back and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to, you know, get upgrades or something, and it's just little crap like that that always seems to, especially in ZvZ, you know, basically cause losses. So, one of the things I definitely wanted was, as I play, you, like in ZvT or something, you kind of watch and check and see exactly what I'm doing or missing or not doing, basically, because I can never really tell. And even sometimes watching replays doesn't really totally help in that regard either. So just little things like that. And other things like, you know, when you get the Hellion Marauder push, I don't know why, but for some reason I really don't see it that often, which is surprising because it's so effective. But when I do, I always lose to it, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I just don't know how much I need, how many Zerglings, how many Roaches, you know, in order to counter what's coming at me. So I either overmass or undermass. I don't have enough crawlers or whatever.
I'm not sure that is that a question? Jesse? I don't really understand what you're getting at there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it kind of freaked out there for a little bit.
Okay. Well, I was saying I don't really understand exactly what you're asking me in that. Hello? Hello?
Hang on a sec. It's it's like cutting in and out. It's hard to hear.
I can hear you just fine. But you cannot seem to hear me, can you?
Yeah, I think I can now. I don't know. It's like a latency issue just kicked in for a second.
All right. So are we back?
Yeah, I think I can hear you okay.
Fantastic. All right. So what I was saying is, well, basically, I don't really understand if you're asking me a question or just making a statement about early pushes. Is there a question in there that you wanted me to address directly?
Well, I guess it would be easier to get into like in a game or so.
Yeah.
Basically, my question is when I have an issue being able to judge how much I need in order to like I see a push coming at me and I don't know, okay, how many units do I need to be able to beat this?
Gotcha.
I kind of undermass a lot is what I'm basically saying.
I can totally relate with that. And the problem with Sunday practice is sometimes nobody's online. So just give me just a second.
All right.
To find us some folks to play with.
Well, if you can't find Terran players or something like that, just if it's an extreme difficulty, we can just do ZvZ and play against you if you're willing to.
Of course, but I want to address the question at hand. And so well, I can just check, huh? Manonman, there you are. You are sitting at Oh yeah, you are sitting in high diamond, 2900 plus. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, whenever I play Masters, it matches me up with like high, mid master, and usually when it does that, I'll lose. When it matches me up with like a lower master, I'll win. But it never ranks me up. I don't understand it. It bugs the hell out of me.
Well, you know, keep winning. You'll get there. It's just, I mean, I don't know what the secret formula is for the promotion, but you will definitely
I don't either.
get there.
But yeah.
And I apologize that this has taken a few seconds.
It's okay. I demand a full refund. It's all right.
If that's what it comes down to. No, we'll get somebody here in a sec. Dum 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 dum. All my buddies that are always online right now are like nowhere to be seen. It's like WTF.
Typical.
Oh, fuck. Holy crap. Let me ask some of my other friends. Alright, well, you know what? If we have to spend a little bit of time on ZvZ, then that's what it's going to have to be. I've never had this problem before, which makes me sad. I guess we could always reach out to the stream and say, hey, are there any master level Terrans watching the stream right now? Because if there are, we could use that. Oh, sweet. Here's a guy.
There was actually a master level Terran in the stream?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But I have a guy that just messaged me back from my friends list who's probably a little bit lower than you, but it might give us a good idea where to start.
I mean, I've lost to people lower than me, so it wouldn't be a first time. I bounce around. Like, there are some, I'll hit losing streaks and drop all the way down to like 2,700 or something, and then go back up. It just fluctuates a lot.
Damn, this guy said he can't play. What the fuck?
I guess another question while you're looking that I could ask is that I think I could work on is, I know you like to do 15 hatch a lot on ZvT, and as I said before, I've tried it, and it's like when it works, but when it doesn't, it's abysmal. And I guess one thing to work on would be try and get that build a little better, like skill-wise for me, because I'd like for it to work. I know it does work, but it just seems like it's so much easier for them to stop it than it is for me to defend it.
Well, it is. I mean, that's just the nature of the matchup, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, when you go 15 hatch, you're taking a little bit of a gamble, and you're saying, all right, I'm going to stick my neck out there for this. Like, I'm going to stick my neck out there, and if you have yay, I might have somebody now.
All right. Hopefully my connection doesn't lag. I have the worst internet connection here, as you've already seen just a second ago.
All right, cool. So this guy is going to be a little bit lower level than you, but like I said, it'll give us a jumping off point. I really apologize for that little stall there.
It's all right.
We'll make it up. We'll go a few minutes over for you.
We're 4 minutes in, so I'm pretty sure it's fine.
I don't like it when things don't run perfectly smoothly. Okay, so anyways, now I can finally consolidate my thoughts and talk to you tactically versus just being like, yes, as I frantically try to find somebody for you to play with. Okay, so you said you want to make 15 hatchery work. We can absolutely make 15 hatchery work. You know the risks involved. The risk involved in 15 hatch is getting bunkered and losing right there.
Right.
You have to become comfortable with defending with drones until you have whatever else in place to do it. You know, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, I guess there's a little bit of a I don't really know a whole lot of timings with 15 hatch as far as like when I should get my first gas, sling speed, all that stuff, because that's just an abysmal mess between every single game. It's just kind of like, oh, I feel like getting gas right now, and it's
all right. Well, there's several different schools of thought. Well, not several. It's more like two different schools of thought when it comes to how to do this 15 hatch stuff. And if you want to work on 15 hatch, absolutely, we'll work on 15 hatch. And so here they are. The first school of thought is I need gas as soon as I possibly can, so that I can have speed as soon as I possibly can, so that I can adequately defend this kind of early game crap that is so common. And in that build, you're going to get gas on 17. It's going to be like 15 hatch, 15 or 16 pool, 17 gas. This is going to work a lot like your Speedling expand, in that when you mine 100 gas, you're going to pull guys off and chill for a little while, and then get them back on gas later as you decide that you want to start teching.
right.
That's not how I play. Now, if you're a fan of going Speedling, then you might have a style that's completely contrary to mine. Instead, I like to get gas around between 21 and 25, and just defend with spine crawlers, drones, and some slow lings for the early stages of the game, and then to use my more bolstered mineral economy to squeeze out as many drones as I can so that I have a bigger mid game. That's my preference. We can do it either way, but it's just early gas versus late gas.
I'm gonna probably try the early gas because I don't know. I'm just so used to ling speed. I like the cracklings.
That's totally fine. So the next question that we have is, how do we want to play our mid game? You said that you've experimented a little bit with this infestor style and you're not feeling it. I'm not going to force it on you if you're not feeling it. Go ahead.
No, I actually do enjoy it, and it works really well. It seems that there is, I guess with all builds or strategies or whatever, there is a slight weakness